What's in the update? I'm gonna tell you. What's in the update? You better take notes.
Cozy. Breakers, welcome back. To everyone's surprise, update 1.011 has in fact dropped tonight. There's quite a few quality of life changes in the update. I'm going to show off here real quick. No new kits, no new real attacks, gameplay changes, no new body parts, stuff like that. But there's some really cool stuff here. First and foremost, there's been a couple changes to the actual build process. There have been new builder's parts and new diorama parts added. So on the diorama part end, we now have the option to add as a background part, mobile armors. Under background object, there's a new category for mobile armor. Inside you'll find Big Zom, Hashmal, Apsaras, Neo-Zeong 2, in different poses and positions. And you can adjust those like you would any other object that do still take up cost for your diorama, but it's a really cool and fun new thing to add to your little setup. Also, there have been a handful of new builder's parts added. This part where I cut the video. Specifically, we now have Iron Nail off of Zagok as a single, which puts this cool little blade sitting there. Yeah. Iron Blade, or Iron Nails as a tri, which is more the traditional claw look for it. The tires off of Captain Gundam. You never think the Impulse can wheel, but here we are. You can get a cool little Leopard Gundam look going by putting some wheelies on your heelies. I'm going to slap him right on the side like this. And finally, front hair from Super Fumina, which you cowards still have not voted for in the poll yet. None of these actually have any gameplay changes. There's no EX skills or anything. But they're free, they're cosmetics, and they're fun. Like, what more do you want? Also included in the update is a massive change to how you build your mobile suits. There is now a new feature in the menu. A new feature known as Equip all parts of the same mobile suit. This is a new menu that lets you select either equipping every part of the same mobile suit to override what you have with its associated weapons, with its associated weapons default colors, or keep your weapons and just use the parts. So in this case, it would throw on this whole Vigdangina with the Vigdangina default colors, but it would still keep that Sword Impulse Excalibur. I can also just go over and select equip all with default armaments, and the Vigdangina rifle and shield get equipped. This is great. This makes doing straight builds or starting from a template so much easier. Unbelievably easier. You want to build something based on the victory? Sure. Throw on all the victory parts you have. So when it selects these parts, it is going to have a couple criterias. It's going to prioritize level, followed by rarity, followed by the newest part. And let's say you don't have a particular part to fill out a slot. That's okay. It's still going to throw on whatever you happen to have. So let's say I don't quite have enough try-on 3 parts. Except I do. Let's just say I don't have enough Gundam Alex parts. It's going to equip the Alex parts I do have, which in this case is going to be the rifle, the saber, the head, and the body, and keep the rest still as victory. It's a shortcut I've been dreaming of. big boss battles have also received an update in this patch, which is anything but perfect grades, and it brings them more in line with perfect grade behavior. Specifically, they reduce the frequency of any kind of jump attacks they have to keep them on screen longer. That also seems to apply to perfect grades from what I've seen. And big bosses, like Apsaras or Hashmal or Big Zom, now have a new mechanic where upon dealing so much damage to them, they are going to enter a down state where you can deal additional damage, just like a perfect grade would. So let's just try this real quick. In this down state, I'm dealing 75, 76 with my rifle. And since they took a bunch of damage quick, they're in this now vulnerable position. Since they're out of the position, I'm now doing 63-13. So it's a pretty hefty increase to your DPS, and it's another way to disrupt the boss in case they're getting a bit too jumpy and hard to pin down for you. Also in this update is a huge quality of life change in regard to loot sorting. So on the results screen, you now have auto sell settings. You can, by pushing in L3 on the controller, bring up a menu that lets you select automatic sorting for parts you sell at the end of a mission. This can be any category from close range weapons, long range weapons, parts themselves, which is, head through backpack body parts, or even ability cartridges. And what you can do, you can set each one of these individually on and off to auto-sell anything but certain criteria. So I can say any body parts that I don't currently own get sold. And I can say any of them that are under level 30, and any of them under 3 stars. That'll apply, well, I guess they're all under level 30, aren't they? That'll apply a certain tag to them, showing you that they will be auto-sold at the end of the mission, as soon as you exit this menu. You can select it by series. You can select it with certain abilities, so you can specifically sell everything but something with a certain trait on it. You can do it by weapon categories the same way. And most importantly, ability cartridges. You can now make it so it sells anything besides the specific abilities that you want to collect. Do you only want hypertrance activation ability cartridges and you don't want them to come with anything else? Only toggle that on. And that way it'll automatically sell all cartridges that you pick up that don't have that requested feature. This is massive.
And one last huge surprise, according to the game's socials, we're getting G-Quux from the upcoming TV show, and the Gundam EX from the Requiem from Vengeance Netflix show as free updated Gunpla in a future update. Like Mighty Strike Freedom and Calibarn, these are allegedly going to be completely free. We don't know when they're coming, but it's really cool to see new designs being pumped into the game even now. Be excellent, Breakers. Till next time.